Hello, hello. Hello, hello. What's going on today? What you doing out there, Tammy? Hey, baby. Myrtle and Melissa. Tammy said to tell you, hey, she's going outside. Hey, there, Miss Pamela Vargas. And Linda. I seen that pollen in the water yesterday. Hey there, Joshua. Hey, Tammy. And it might be bothering me some. I don't know, I ain't been talking, y'all. I just started talking this when I got on here. Me and Tammy been watching the news. The day's a big day in the news, you know. At 8 o'clock tonight, like New York time, somebody's gonna do something. And like nobody knows what it is, you know. But if them people over there don't straighten up, there's a lot of stuff gonna go south, boy. And I can tell you right now, they'll wind up being ground troops involved. I just know that from knowing. But y'all, I talked to Stephen this morning. He had this big idea. He's gonna go fishing. And I mean, I don't even think he's gonna mess with you two no more. I don't. He ain't told me that, but I don't think he is. But I was gonna film it, you know. Had it ready to go. I was waiting, 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 and checking, and checking, and checking. That son of a gun done went back to Bass Pro. I think he ought to move a camper up there near Bass Pro and save gas money. Sounded kind of kidding, but that's all true. I think he went out there to go fishing. I think he did go fishing. And the wind's blowing real bad here. And they gotta say it. Uh let's see, let me remember. Fish wind blowing out of the east. The fish bite least. Wind blowing out of the west, the fish bite best. Let's see. Wind blowing out of the south, you pull the hook out of the fish's mouth. I don't know. Well, I just got on here just for getting on here's sake. I could lay some heavy duty stuff on you. Like I usually talk about what's on my mind. And I might will, because I don't much care. Oh, I had a bunch of plans, though. Believe me, I appreciate the people I got. But, like, making good videos and interesting videos and doing stuff where you are doing more than just talking. Takes effort. It takes effort. It's real easy to do what I'm doing. Like Grandma gets on there and, just talking. Kathy get on there, she's just talking. But the kind of videos I have planned takes effort. And things ain't going so good. Hey, Papa Bear. I mean, I'll be honest with y'all. Hey, y'all, I don't much care. There was this man, that when I very first started roofing, I was playing everything. This hang died, I was playing everything. He had so many people that worked for him that was just basically sorry people. If they were supposed to be there that day. They might not come. I mean, they would basically, like, cause him a lot of trouble. He built houses. That man built houses. And he had somebody to roof the houses. He had somebody to go in there and put the vinyl siding on. He had a crew to go in there and put the bricks on. He had a plumbing crew. And he had several people doing, like, I wasn't the onlyest roofer. And, you know what I'm saying? And he got let down a lot. And, he was down on the contractors. And then I come along with good intentions. And was honest and up front and straight up. He'd be rushing me to go put a roof on. I'd go there and they wasn't even finished. But he didn't say nothing about that. That wasn't. Well, I appreciate you going up there. I mean, I was basically like kiss my ass. I was wrong. It wasn't ready. The house wasn't ready to do. Everything was on the damn beach, you know. And after a while, you get where you don't care. And he asked me one time I was supposed to go roof a house. I didn't go that day, but I was up there in the office the next day. They said, "Why didn't you go roof the house?" I said, "My house burnt down." He just got madder than hell because I wasn't there. He didn't care that my house burnt down. What he cared about is I wasn't there to roof the house on that day he wanted me to go. And you take a lot like that and, you're trying hard and you eager. And then no matter what, you get slapped in the face. And it's kind of like that here. It's a whole lot like that. And I don't have too much of a desire to go to a lot of trouble to make a video. Because I did have a bunch of plans, boy. And like you can tell when people don't give a shit. And I'm not talking about y'all that's always with me. But like, there's a bunch of people missing. And I mean, why do you want to go to a bunch of trouble and take time and effort if nobody cares? Or if half the people don't care? I wasn't going to get on here and say that, but I have been thinking about that. Because I had a bunch of stuff lined up. I got two of them, uh, things where, with these cameras, you can stick them underwater right out of the box. But I bought some covers for them that, like, you can uh, put them down 200 foot and leave them. And I've never even, I've never even showed them to y'all. I told you I was like wanted to put one up live and put a push hook out and see how many people, and put a brick or plate on it, make it look like it had a fish on it. See how many people check it. Listen, I got to go to the river, put my boat in, set the camera up, and hide it. Now they got one camera that you can't see if it's in the woods. You won't see it. And let's see if we could watch that camera. These little cameras I got, they'll go live, y'all. of the people that's like it turned on me and Tammy and Steven. Hell, it worked, you know. It worked because I don't much care, you know, about setting them cameras up and uh you know, putting the 3 cameras together. And this ain't just started with me, y'all. You know, Tammy's got videos right now, you know, that I got to edit, and I ain't done it. It's called Beat Down. But Papa Bear, I told him about, uh, I told him about, you stopped a man for speeding, and you asked him why he was speeding. And I told everybody that, you know, you can actually have a good reason why you're speeding. And the man told you that, like, he was taking the mother-in-law home, and he was wanting to hurry up and get her home before she changed her mind. And you say, well, in that case, I will give you a police escort to take her home. I told him about that. Hey, y'all, so see, I'm actually pretty tough, you know. But, like, if you own your wife's ass, you don't want to get her to where she don't care. And you don't want to get the man where he don't care neither. You don't want to do neither one, you know. Hey, Tammy might have been right, you know. I don't want to be bothered with no camera. I just want to go do what I want to do. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, hey, y'all, it's like about half the people gone. It's about half the people. And we don't make that much anyway, you know. And I was trying to build a channel, get it built up. I mean, man, they just too many shit asses out there, boy. And you can't get new people in with these lives. You can't get new people in. I don't know, Jane. Hey, the views is down, you know. It's pretty discouraging. That man that I started out working for, he treated me like he treated the bad contractors. And it did get old. I didn't hit him but 6 months. And I quit. You know what I mean? He was so shitty. I quit in 6 months and went out on my own with what little name I had. Because a lot of people, y'all, when you are working on their house and stuff, they like honesty and you know, letting them know what you're doing. You run into some trouble, you know, you you go down there, you know, put your shirt on. I always have my shirt off all the time. You go down there and put your shirt on and go knock on the door and tell them, you know, I run into some woodwork here that's got to be fixed. It'll be $200 more to fix it. Never had nobody to tell me, no, I don't want to fix it. But like, you go in there and tell them. You don't wait until uh, you finish with the house and tell them it's 200 more. And hey, y'all, it's everybody's channel, you know. It ain't just mine, it's Tammy's, it's Grandma's, uh, Catchy Slim. Well, we all used to get a bunch of views, you know. I don't know what's. Hey, Steven, too, you know. I mean, Steven's doing real good on TikTok, y'all. I can tell you this. He's doing better than me and Tammy and Grandma and Kathy and Slim put together. Hey, you heard me right. He's doing better than me and Tammy, Grandma, Kathy, and Slim all put together. Better. Hey there, Miss Gladys. You know, and I think like when weather, you know, when winter breaks, you know, I think views slow down in the summer, you know. But I mean, I don't give a damn for what reason, you know. If you making a bunch of money, it makes a difference, you know. You know what I mean? I mean, what the hell do you want to make go? What the hell do you want to go to a bunch of trouble for $20? And it's almost impossible to gain subscribers on live. They just, they just don't already put them out there, They just don't already put your video out, and then it'll go down. Oh, I got something I'll show y'all here. That I promised. I'm a man of my word. There's Papa Bear's channel. And I noticed like he's got a bunch of shorts on there, Oh, I'll play one of them. Hey, he's doing pretty good there. Looks like he's doing pretty good. I'm trying to pull one of his videos up here, but
who made you feel so special yesterday makes you feel so unwanted today. Y'all have a good one. Nothing hurts more than when a person who made you feel so special yesterday makes you feel so unwanted today.
well, I might have picked the perfect video. Let me get it up here, y'all. All right, here we go, y'all.
Y'all have a good one. Nothing hurts more than when a person who made you feel so special yesterday makes you feel so unwanted today. Y'all have a good one. Nothing hurts more than when a person who made you feel so special yesterday makes you feel so unwanted today. Always pay attention to a person's actions and not the words that come out of their mouth. Y'all have a good one. Always pay attention to a person's actions and not the words that come out of their mouth. Y'all have a good one.
Y'all hear what he said about God? Don't listen to what they say. Watch what they do. Here we go.
Today is April Fool's, but the biggest fool of all is the one who takes a good person for granted. Y'all have a good one. Today is April Fool's, but the biggest fool of all is the one who takes a good person for granted. Y'all have a good one. The only time you lose in life is when you give up. If you never give up, you can never lose. Y'all have a good one. The only time you lose in life is when you give up. If you never give up, you can never lose.
You can get tired of war.
Physical scars, they go away with time, but emotional scars last a lifetime. Y'all have a good one. Physical scar.
So, talk to me, y'all. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Can you hear Papa Bear talking? Do y'all like told Tim on do her? Pull her pants down the hand, tan her hide. Aggravating the hell out of me at the lake.
Quit being treated like the red ring around baloney. You are filet mignon. Don't forget it. Y'all have a good one. Quit being. One of the most degrading things that a spouse or partner can do is make you beg for their attention and time. Y'all have a good one. One of the most degrading things that a spouse or partner can do is make you beg for their attention and time.
Buddy, I won't beg for damn attention and time. Okay, y'all, hey, that's his channel there, y'all. Them need to be on TikTok, Papa Bear. On TikTok, it's a lot. There's more money to be made. I'll show you there, Papa Bear. That like what you're doing right there is perfect, man. Enough for TikTok. Now let me pull this up and I'll show y'all. I'm going to show y'all here. It's showing 4. Well, I'll shrink it down some. See, it's showing 4 videos. I reckon y'all on the phone, y'all can see it pretty good. That first video there's 128,000 views. Second one where he's holding that fish, 363,000. Chainsaw 193,000. It ain't more money there. Ain't more money. I mean, there must be more people. I don't know very much about it. Steven make more than me, Tammy, Grandma, Kathy, and Slim put together. Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm still good, so my mind ain't drugged down. It ain't got my mind drugged down. But, I mean, it really, it's discouraging, why you want to go to a bunch of trouble, to make a video. I mean, you think about that. Why do you want to go to a bunch of trouble? My sinus is acting up, Jane. Why do you want to go to a bunch of trouble for $20, And then there's hardly any of us moving forward. Yeah, I ain't tired though. Well, I might be a little bit. I might be a little bit tired. And you know that everybody knows what I'm saying. The creators. And you know that everybody knows what I'm saying. The creators know it, y'all. I might be the honest one saying it. I don't watch nobody over there but Steven, y'all. And for a long time, I didn't even hardly watch him. Because a lot of times he'd be on. I'd still be early in the morning. But see, since he got back into the fishing, I started watching. Tell me this right here, y'all. Tell me this. Why does everybody hate it so bad whenever I put a video of Steven on here? You know what I mean? Is it that bad? Is it that bad that do what, Tammy? Yeah, I wish they could tell me too. Like this The jealousy that bad. I don't know, Timmy. You want them out? No, we come on back yesterday. Well, I mean, I don't think it's nobody new, Timmy. I think she was just talking about something old this morning. Hey, yeah, I know, Miss Gladys, and I mean, I ain't talking about everybody. But it's going downhill. And I'm just saying, I don't mind getting on here doing this right here. I don't mind getting on here doing this. But like the good videos is videos that you put time into. Yeah, I mean, people used to like it, but yeah, I mean, here's the deal. See, like, I know how I was. I know how my brother was. Steven's got women fighting over him, man. And the other ones is just mad. Like Grandma said, mad, mad, mad. Nell, I don't get it. And it's hard to fool me. Just sitting here talking and stuff. Shit, boy. I already know all the answers. I already know them all. Like something's wrong. Say like Steven. I'll tell you about Steven, then I'll tell you about me. Steven got women fighting over him, man. Just going crazy. And then you got another group of women that if he don't speak to them, I don't ever see him speaking to nobody. And then there's me, y'all. Oh, and it's always been like this with me now. There's always half the people don't like me and the other half love me. That was YouTube muting his videos. And it's It's even Tammy's channel too, you know. Ella's everybody's channel. They should get on here fighting with somebody. And that don't work neither. You know, you might get some views out of a fight, you know. But people get tired of it quick, you know. People start getting tired of it. But I mean, I don't understand, hell, why I even get on here? You know, I mean, if they don't like nothing, why? I mean, don't even go to YouTube, you know. I've seen quite a few channels that I used to watch a little. I know this man and a woman, they got him, but somebody got a big time channel. And they went out there to see him, and they made videos and stuff, and, you know, had a good time, and they used to get quite a bit of views. And they blocked me on that channel because I asked him what kind of a generator they had. Let me tell you something. Watch them probably call right back. If you go out there and buy a $500 or $600 generator, that don't mean you don't have to pay your power bill. That $500 or $600 generator won't hold up. It's okay for when the lights go out. That man probably knew that when I was asking him. About that generator. And I think they got electricity myself. But they blocked me, so I just quit watching, you know. You know, I heard them saying some stuff that, you know, just wasn't right, you know. It didn't add up. I'm talking about, I can tell you how I am. You ain't got to act much like you don't give a shit to me. I'll show the meaning of don't give a shit, you know. And, you know what I mean? I wasn't going to get on this video and talk about it, but like, I've been thinking about it, you know. I have been thinking about that. I was thinking about it yesterday when Dean and Tim was out there fishing and had 50 people watching. Man, people used to love to watch that. 50 people. You know, I don't understand it, you know. That I don't understand. People used to like that. And like the road trips, you know. People don't. Let me see how many views Grandma got on her road trip. Let me look, see. $5,100 views. Which ain't too bad, you know. But the video before that, 12,000 views. And can you believe the nerve of some people? 7,000 views. You see what I mean? It was a time, you know, she used to go to roaches and stuff. You know, that's a big thing, you know. I really don't get it, y'all. I really don't get it. And I done thought about it, you know. I really have done thought about it. You know, like, man, weeks ago. So I say, you know, we fitting to go down there to White Earth Camp House. Uh, you know, we'll be down there. I set 3 cameras up, do all the editing, and then we'll have a similar video the next day. And similar videos don't get it. I mean, if you're catching fish like that one day, I mean, that video might do all right, but then, say, we'll be fishing the next day with 3 cameras up the next day. And that second day, you know, I mean, YouTube's like that. That team has been going in and out all day. They've been going in and out all day. She could be filming, you know. She could put that camera around her neck. Hey, I ain't crying on nobody's shoulder. I'm just letting you know. I mean, when we go down there to White Earth, I might just set one camera up. Or like, if you could do it the easy way, just damn go live, and you can't down there. If up there, you need to get on double T with them short videos like that. Oh, I know you know Dusty Foskey. Oh, Papa Bear. He's on there. And he ain't got videos like he's got videos like you got. 30-second videos. He's making money. And I had told y'all that Stephen had half of East Dublin on the double T. No, he's got all of East Dublin on double T. You know, like, people know he's on there. Now, they won't tell you that they doing what you doing, but you'll keep hearing about them and hearing about them. Where they once was jealous of you, then they trying to do like you. How about that? Bobby Bear, you can do a short, 3 minutes long. Probably 20 seconds is good. And it still be a short. But it can be 3 minutes long. But it's got to have a real high watch time. Or, you know what I mean, it won't get out, you know. Let me see how many subscribers he's got. 14 subscribers, y'all. So I'm going to go ahead and subscribe to him. Hey, Pop Bear, let me tell you something. Let me tell you the heartbreak of psoriasis. And I can tell you've been around just from listening to your videos. People don't really want to help you. Like at Pamela Macredo, y'all, let me tell you what she done. She was over there watching Stephen on the double T. She don't miss nothing, y'all. And Stephen was, what they call that, Timmy, where they, battling? Is that what they call it? When they battling, the woman that come in there battling against Stephen, she jumped over there and helped the woman. That's wanting to get your ass, ain't it? She ain't never gonna get no worm. You know, that's the heartbreak of psoriasis there. Well, I mean, why go over there and watch? If you if you dislike somebody that bad, why even be over there to start with? Yeah, I can't tell you the ins and outs, Papa Bear, but I know what it takes to get big on YouTube. I do know what it takes, and I do know how to do it. But I mean, Tammy's like acting up a month there, where she didn't want to do nothing. She didn't want to talk. She didn't want to do nothing. And you got to keep riding that bicycle, boy. Oh, Papa Bear, Dusty. Uh, I mean, I don't know if you know. I mean, you probably do, but he's trapping coyotes, and he's filming it when he goes back to get them out the trap. He's going out grabbing a wild coyote with his hands. And he's making money. Plus, he gets $100 per coyote. And sometimes he makes $1,500 just selling coyotes. Sold 15. Takes them home, puts them in a pen, and sells them alive. Ed, hey boy, like you ought to see his comments, boy. There's some people that like against that. I don't like it too much myself. Not no steel trap. I don't like no steel trap. And but that's what he's using. But I mean, they give him hell on the comments, and he don't care. Yeah, I don't like it. I mean, I went in there and watched a few of them. But I mean, I just don't. I ain't never liked that too much. That catching an animal by the foot. Well, that hurts, boy. And I don't know what they do with the. I don't know what they do with the live coyotes. That's what he's doing, is catching them live. He's catching them and filming when he goes and puts them in a cage in the back of the truck. And people's watching like hell. All right there, Kim. Yeah, I don't care nothing about that. I don't care nothing about that. They, I mean, they eat deer, and everything. They eat everything. And them coyotes do it for sport. Or they liable go take something down that they don't even eat. I don't know. I think he goes about every day to do that. He's got a bunch of videos. But boy, all east of them's doing it, boy. They know about Stephen. Stephen built a house from he don't have no payments, y'all. Damn unheard of. You know what I mean? He got a divorce. He thought it was the end of the world. And I mean, look at him now. I made a comment on Grandma's video this morning. Some dumb ass was on there saying, talking about feed the dog. And then make sure he goes outside right then. Like telling her how to do. I mean, are they that stupid, y'all? That they don't think Grandma knows how to take care of a damn dog? Is it possible somebody's that stupid? Or am I just wrong? Everybody's like that. Seen how fat that dog is. Yeah, I hear ya. I ain't been getting on there at night too much. Hey, boy, I can like change with the snap of a finger, boy. Stupidity everywhere. They're not stupid, just mean. I don't know. I think there's some stupid ones on there too. You know what she said to the woman? She told the woman a dog has all you can eat all the time in a bowl. That's the way our dogs is. When they want to go, their bowls taste full. And whenever they want to eat, they go over there and eat. Whenever they want to lay down and take a nap, they lay down and take a nap. I just, I hardly ever comment. I said something like, that Grandma didn't need no help. not to worry about the dog. I am kind of sleepy. Yeah. Oh, you seen it this morning, Beverly? Yeah, I was watching for a while there. I seen she went live early. Hey, damn. She probably didn't do nothing wrong. Because I've had that same thing to happen to me. You know, trying to schedule live and do like what she said. She said she hit next, and it went live. And I've had that happen to me quite a few times. Hey, mine messed up at the lake yesterday. I was trying to take a thumbnail, and I mean it just went live. I mean, hell, I wasn't even ready, you know. It seemed like to me they could do a little better than what they do, and they got these things where it's on vertical by default. They trying to be like double T, you know. Or double T is tearing them out the frame, you know. Timmy, have you got any tabs lately?
Got any what?
Tabs.
Yeah, probably about 2 weeks ago.
She said she got some about 2 weeks ago.
I showed them on live, I don't remember who they was from.
I got me a real nice present over there, y'all. Blooming scent. Tammy will be showing y'all. Real nice. I mean, something fun, you know. Something fun. Tammy will be showing it, y'all. And y'all like, Will's carrying a boy like that. Don't bother me. No. Well, somebody told me on the phone what he was saying, what he was trying to say. I was about to forget to tell y'all. That's how much I give a shit, y'all. I was about, I was about to forget to tell y'all, but there's a woman that used to get on there and play poker with us. There was a bunch of women, you know. And so he was trying to tell y'all I was messing with the woman. Is what they told me, you know. And that woman knows County, but I wouldn't doubt ain't friends on Facebook. And that woman will be disappointed in him saying that. Because she's a nice woman. Lives out in California. Like, got money, you know, her and her husband, you know, they got money. That whole family got money. And I mean, I know y'all that I know what he says don't matter. But there's a difference on getting on here talking and telling the truth and then getting on here lying. That woman was and I was trying to remember her name. So I could look her up on Facebook. I'm friends with her. But I can't remember what her name was. I tried to look her up today. But I ain't talked to her in a while, you know. But like she's a real nice woman. And it was when we started that. No, she ain't Asian. When I started going in there, they was the damnest bunch of stinkers in there on that game that's $500,000 to play. And you might think you'll go in there and get up to 500,000 quick. You can't, boy. You got to win to get there. You can't be no fool to get up there on that $500,000 table. Cost them $500,000 to play. And so them people up there that play on that table, on them tables, they are real good. And them's the biggest shit ass people I've ever seen. Everybody on that Xbox got mics. And they would mute you where you couldn't even hear them talking. If you wasn't in the in crowd, they would mute you. I mean, they didn't even care who you was. They would mute your mic. Where, oh, you could talk. But like they was talking. There's one like head guy, you know, that, boy, you could tell he was a stinker, boy. And he was kind of behind all that, you know. And I went in there and I seen how they was doing. You know, got to know them. And see, I was a real good poker player. When you're a real good poker player, they'll notice you. You know, if you ain't a good poker player, you're just a dumbass that don't even need to be in there. And they will mute you. And I took all the regular people that was like me and Wilkes County boy that shouldn't even be allowed on the table with them. And we overpowered them. I done it. I hey there, Lynn. Ain't been seeing you too much, Lynn. She's been doing good on Mama's channel, Tammy. Uh, I went to all of them Facebook pages and downloaded pictures of them. I started, and you know how I can read people. I started telling about them. And I blowed the game up. They quit. The game busted. Went up in smoke. And I quit too, you know. I don't too much care for that kind of thing, you know. Hey, I can read people, Jane. And then like you hearing them talking and stuff, you know. They and I mean that look here. I wasn't just giving them hell. They would give you hell. They was a bunch of stinkers now. But that one woman from California, they was picking on her. They didn't like her because she become friends with me. Yeah, it was Dutchess, Tammy. Her name on there was Duchess of California, but I can't remember what her name is on Facebook. Man, it seemed like it's Pamela. I was going to tell her to go watch County Boys video. That I heard about. I ain't never seen it, y'all, but I was going to tell her about it. Well, all these people on this Xbox, they, they play every day. None of them had jobs. A lot of them was rich people. Their mom and daddy was rich. I remember one of them lived in, let's see, Boca Raton. And I remember that Duchess telling me, that woman, She said if you live in Boca Raton, you rich. Anywhere in Boca Raton. Y'all ever heard of that? Boca Raton? I had never heard of it. And then once I knew about it, hell, I seen the president down there. I seen Mr. T down there. He had a rally in Boca Raton. And then since I heard Boca Raton, I hear it, pretty regular, but I ain't never paid it no attention. Stephen's first wife, y'all ever heard of this place? Jupiter, Florida. They was from Jupiter, Florida. He told me, do what? Jupiter. Hey, you know people in Boca Raton? You heard of Jupiter, Florida? That's where Stevens, Eric and Phoebe's mama, they come from Jupiter, Florida here. They all live here now, the mom and the daddy and, all the kids. Well, I think some of the boys moved back to Florida. But they pretty good bit of them. How you know that? Hey, Pamela Vargas, how you know that? Got the headache, boy. I've heard of Naples before. At 8 o'clock tonight, y'all, we're going to find out, what New York time now. We're going to find out what that Iran over there is going to do. Okay, I really didn't doubt you, Pamela. I'll remember that woman, y'all, but that's been a long time since the woman I was talking about, the Duchess of California. I'll remember her name. I think her name's Pamela, but I can't remember her last name. But I stayed in contact with her a little while on Facebook. I was putting videos on there and stuff, when I first got on Facebook. I'd see her commenting and stuff. Everything that I said to her was right there talking to the other people. Everybody's listening. And there was one woman. Hey, boy, she's wanting to come down here, I played dumb about it, you know. She was making out like she was coming to see somebody else, but I knew better than that. There wasn't no damn way I was gonna go. She was like waiting to hear me say the word, you know, and I didn't ever say it. Just acted dumb about it, and I've done that a many a day. And she was from California too. I don't even remember what her name was. Man, that's been a long time now. Have I still got my Xbox, Tammy? Oh. Them people on them Xboxes, y'all, they play games all day long. I only went on there and played poker. But them people, man, they played games all day long. How do you do that? But that's where I met Will County boy. And he's been trying to call me. But I mean, you know how you ain't ready to talk. If you ain't ready to talk, you ain't ready to talk. I mean, damn, hey, all that. Hey, I mean, look here. That bipolar type shit, you know. I mean, I ain't gonna, I mean, I just ain't gonna do it. I mean, they mad one damn day, and then I got a buddy I think he is. I told him, I said, hell no. I ain't finna start that. And one day they all right, and hey, they'll pull stuff out the air. Them bipolar people, they'll pull stuff out of thin air. And I mean, I don't have nobody bipolar that I have to deal with. And I mean, I ain't gonna do it, boy. Hell, they can go be bipolar by their damn self or with other people or whatever. I don't care. I ain't gonna be on no bipolar roller coaster with somebody. One day they your friend and the next day they talking about every damn body. Not from me. Not from me, boy. Hey, that's right, Jane. And you know what kind of threw me into a loop because I was only talking to y'all about it. Said that they don't think they done nothing wrong. a woman got on here and said that somebody bipolar, they don't think they doing nothing wrong. And I don't know how you can think that your ass was out of line. Like at least the next day. You know what I mean? Because, see, I can tell you some instances. You know what I mean? And you would see, you would see. And you would understand. And they don't understand that they was wrong. Or that maybe they shouldn't have said that. Or they was out of line. And I actually think there's a pretty good bit of bipolar people. But I don't have no bipolar people in my family. And one person, that I was friends with, man, he can be so good. And then go the other way. Your daughter's bipolar. Hey, Lynn, don't they have medicine for that? You know, I understand y'all. I understand that if you got family members, you just have to deal with it. But see, I don't have no family members that's bipolar. My son is bipolar. He is on medication. Without it's horrible. Yeah. Like everything can be going good. And then they'll say the stupidest shit that'll make you mad. See that Axl Rose, y'all. You know, with Guns N' Roses, they said he was bipolar. And, you know, he started riots and stuff at his concerts. You know, getting mad, jumping out in the crowd, trying to fight. And flip out. And they put him on some medicine. But they liked him like being, they quit taking the medicine because they liked him being like that. That's a pretty good way to get your kicks, ain't it? Take somebody off of medicine so you can make more money. That's a pretty good way to get your kicks. And they quit taking the medicine. Yeah, I mean, hey, you know, I understand they can't help it, you know. But I mean, it don't, you know, it don't take much to piss me off, yo. And I don't stand there and argue back and forth neither. I'll get up and slap the shit out of somebody. I won't sit there and like, you know, when they something crooked comes out of their mouth. I don't sit there and hold my lips together. I said, what you say, son of a bitch? You know what I mean? I stay cocked and loaded all the time. I mean, I ain't never took nothing off of nobody. Wide Earth don't neither. Do what, Tammy? Hey, Tammy, like, hey, she'll get down sometimes, y'all, but she, you know, she's just quiet, you know. And when she does get down, you know, you don't mess with her, you know. You can talk to her a little bit, but she don't want to be messed with. But then when she's all right, you know, she's a lot of fun, you know. Hey, you know, I mean, my daddy was like that, was like I am. He didn't play too much. I seen people say some stuff to him for. And something else I was thinking about this out of the blue. Y'all know how I like rock music, I don't too much care about country music. My daddy was the same way. He didn't listen to old dragging country music. I got a program here on TV that I pay for. It's $12 a month, but it's every channel in the world. Every TV station in the world. It's got a movie set. It's got a live TV, and then it's got a movie section. Then it's got a series. I went in there looking at the documentaries. That George Jones was on there. He was crazy, boy. He had real bad temper. That woman he married, Tammy Wynette, she told him he wasn't never coming back to that house. He said, I didn't never go back neither. But he, he doing that white stuff. And would like stay up 3 or 4 days and drinking too, drinking liquor. He
If something goes on and you awake, holler at me.
okay, Tammy. Hey, Tammy. Never mind.
Come on, Chris.
Hey, it was pretty good, he's talking about, they took his keys to everything, and he looked out the window and they was a riding lawnmower out there. He drove to town on the lawnmower. And when he got to town on the lawnmower, he bought a car. And he also got a DUI on the lawnmower before, too. See, that's the way they had to do Ozzy. Hey, if his old lady wasn't home, boy. If Ozzy's old lady wasn't home, they had a wall around their house with gates. And they would kind of let him do what he wanted to do. He went out there and got in that car and cranked it up. And when he cranked that car up, somebody pulled in front of the gate. One of the men that was looking after him. Yeah, but he didn't have no bad temper. But they had a camera in the car and everything. Like filming what he was doing. Hey, boy, he was fitting to go now. And he You know, that Motley Crue was a bunch of crazy people, you know. And Motley Crue was touring with Ozzy. And they was out in the swimming pool at the motel snorting the ants up. Like women was out there and everything. Man, them was some crazy people, boy. Hell, I thought we was crazy. That damn drummer for The Who, you know, he ain't no longer with us, you know. He was at a motel in New York. And I don't know how he got out there, but he was out there standing on the air conditioner. You know, a window unit. He got out there in this 40 stories high, naked, standing on an air conditioner window unit. And I looked. I looked at them people. See, I've watched a bunch of that stuff, y'all. And really and truly, them people are just a bunch of losers. To be able to play the guitar like they can play when they 20 years old or 18. They can play a guitar as good as anybody, you know, at 18 years old. They stayed in their room and practiced that much. They was a bunch of misfit losers. Nearby all of them. You know what I mean? They weren't normal people. They wasn't your normal people you see walking around. Did he? I see that there, Papa. Me and Tim was watching a movie the other night. It come on. I said, damn, that looks like Bon Jovi. And he was, you know, the star of the show. And I went and looked that movie up, and it was Bon Jovi. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. It ain't that. So let me explain that, Papa Bear. It ain't he backed out, you know what I mean? It ain't really he backed down. Them people had to come to the table, or that's what was going to happen. So I guess they decided they wanted to talk. But they gonna do it his way, I guarantee you. He ain't gonna, man, he ain't gonna back down. But I think it would have been a mess, you know. It a Kit Kat. I really think it would have been a mess because they would have went in there and then gas would go higher. And I think they would wind up having to put ground troops in there. Because it would be a teetotal mess, you know. If he started hitting all them power grids. So yeah, well, he's gone. Hey, Trump's got 3 more years. They are going to do right, Papa Bear. They might not like it, but they are going to do right. Donald Trump ain't going to say this is getting out of hand. I'm backing away. Yeah, no, boy. And I mean, it would have been. Nah, he ain't going to do no sneak attack. Not if they want to come to the table. He ain't going to do that. But I'm telling you, you know, that's the best way. It's like what Papa Bear's saying, you know. Because, I mean, I can see what was going to happen. He's going to put them in the dark over there, hit all the electricity, and that was going to shut their oil down, and it was going to be like real big. It was going to be real big. So that's the best thing that could have happened is them people coming to the table. And he's going to hold their ass to the wall, too. He ain't going to let them, he ain't going to let them flim-flam him around. I can tell you that. I know somebody like him. That if he says something, he means it. And I guarantee you, Mr. T means it, what he's saying. I guarantee you. But yeah, that would have been a big old mess, y'all. If they would have went in there and hit them, cause it ain't just us hitting them. It would affect a bunch of stuff. And then everybody would be, it would be this total craziness. Nobody over there would be able to watch TV. Nobody would know what was happening. And I'm telling you, they would wind up having to go in there with ground troops, and then it just wouldn't be a good thing. And then it would affect the food chain, the gas, everything. But he ain't gonna put up with no shit out of them, y'all. They won't let them boats go through there. And hey, y'all, we got our own gas here in the United States. But it was still affecting prices because it's the world, you know. But that, I'm telling you, that's the best thing that could have happened. And look here, y'all, I think I'm going to go there and watch the news. And go in and take a look at it and see what they're saying. Yeah. If they'd have went in there and hit them, I wouldn't have doubted the gas didn't go triple, you know. I mean, I'm telling you, this all working out for the best because it would have been a total mess. I'm telling you. Hey, look here, y'all. I'm fit to get out of here. I appreciate it, y'all. Hey, we'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye.